The world's first podcast ever filmed on a pontoon.
Hop on a pontoon and film a little. Jeez. I would even say you're my best friend.
Whoa. You guys hear that? You're probably top 10, I would say. Probably top 10.
Yeah,
top 15.
whatever.
This one is common sense. What state banned water balloon fights in 1989?
Yeah, that's common sense.
How do you manage to get all these celebrity guests on the show? Oh, it's raining again.
We better get going. Let's just start.
'Kay.
Let's go.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Welcome back to the Beyond the Spotlight podcast, hosted by myself. My name is Jack.
And I'm Aiden.
Today, we are out on beautiful Lake Mary, the world's first podcast ever filmed on a pontoon, to the best of our knowledge. Isn't that right, Aiden?
Yes.
Thank you to all of our sponsors, Giant Snacks, Brushmark Signs, Woods and Irons, All Sauger Meats, and Digital Guru, and also North Dakota State College of Science. Thank you guys for sponsoring the podcast. Without you guys, we would not be here today. We are getting rained on today, which has basically been the story of the entire podcast journey here, trying to get on a boat. Aiden, tell them a little bit about the backstory here while I cast my line in.
From the beginning of everything?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. So we came up with this idea to hop on a pontoon and film a little. Jesus. Of course, when we start doing a pod. All right. So we have this great idea to film a podcast on a boat, and the first time.
Go ahead.
Should we keep going?
I think it's fine, don't you think? Go ahead.
All
It's
right.
fine.
All
Just
right.
keep going.
I'm getting wet here. So right away, the first thing is we came to this lake. We got this pontoon, and it's a friend's pontoon. We got to keep that in mind. It's not one of our family's pontoon. It's a friend's pontoon. And we get on here, and this was last weekend.
Yep.
And we get out to the middle of the lake, and Jack tries to turn left, and he can't turn left. Come to find out, the power steering went out on the boat, and we were stuck in the middle of the lake. We had to get towed here. And then it started downpouring on us and thunderstorming, and so then we had to quit.
Yep.
So we decided.
So I'll pop up a drone picture of what that looked like out on the lake, just because it was covered with power steering fluid. And then we got poured on. And then today, we're getting poured on again.
Yeah.
And the freaking batteries were dead.
This is take 3, but we're just going to run it. If it's raining, it's raining. If it's storming, it's storming.
We're running
We
it.
got to finish the pod. So we got a lot of good things to talk about. So
We got a world's first on the pontoon, world's first on a pontoon while it's thunderstorming, and probably world's third fishing at the same time as doing the podcast
Yep.
too. One thing I wanted to talk about is I went to a wedding just last night, and you asked me earlier how it went, whatever, and I said I wanted to wait and talk to you about it on the show, and it's because I got people talking to me about it, I would say recognizing, but it's local people.
About
so
the podcast.
They probably know who I am, but about the podcast, exactly. And so it's just kind of an interesting deal where, we're at 4,000 subs almost, 3,500. And it's not like we're big, but we're starting to get that recognition a little bit. And I would say I don't have any specific stories last night about it, but I want to say I had probably 8 people.
were they mostly
separately.
older people or younger generation?
Half and half, which is kind of funny. One funny story that did happen. I told you about the phone call I had with my buddy, and I was on the phone with him at the time, and I'm outside of the barn, and I hear all the groomsmen by the outside of where the reception was being held, just chatting and everything, and I overhear them go, "That guy's famous. He has a podcast." And I'm like, I couldn't tell if it was sarcastic or if they were actually being cool.
Yeah.
Because, and then I heard another one say "Oh, he has a podcast" or whatever.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell. But they never did come up to me that night, so.
Yeah, but no,
We'll
it
never
feels
know,
really
but-
good to have these people come up to us, though. It actually happens quite a bit when Jack and I are in public. One in particular, the other day, we were getting gas and we were running to the store to film something for Giant Snacks. Some older men were like, "Hey, Aiden, come here. And they wanted to talk to me about the podcast. And I was like, I don't even know who they are. We ended up having a conversation with them. And it just felt really good because those guys watched our podcast, you know?
And like last year when we were probably at 200 subs, right after we filmed with Caden, we talked about it on a different internal, but I got recognized and took a picture with somebody at NDSU.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited to see, if we go to NDSU with Caden, if people will recognize us.
Right, or
too.
WeFest or something like that.
Yeah. All right, so you guys asked us some questions. We posted on our Instagram story. Make sure you guys go check that out because we're very interactive on there. But we posted, if you guys have any questions for us, let us know, and then we'll answer them on this internal. So we got some questions. Aiden and I are both going to give an answer for each one. One of the questions that we got is, who is your dream guest on the podcast? And I feel like we get this question quite often.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my dream guests is Kevin Hart. That'd be a great one. Like, those
Mallard's coming in. Sorry, go ahead.
those larger guests, like large actors, those would be one of mine. But I think my all-time best guest would be Matt Rife.
You like Matt Rife, huh?
Yeah.
He would be fun to have
I think
on.
that'd be great.
I don't think we could post it because he would just, man, tough to have a clean podcast if you have Matt Rife on.
Nah, that'd be a good pod. That would be a good pod.
I would say mine would probably be Theo Vaughn,
Mm-hmm.
just because you never know what that guy's gonna say.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians. Going to see him next Saturday, so in Fargo. So that'll be fun. That'd probably be my dream guest. The next one is, how do you manage to get all these celebrity guests on the show? You want me to take on?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say for the most part, that's like one of my main roles is to find the guests and get in contact. It's kind of funny because each one is sort of different, and I get this question pretty often. Some of them are connections with our families, like Donnie Schatz was through Aiden's family. My buddy Caden, of course, and then Loaf was like through him, for example, Spicy as well. A lot of them are just either connections that we have or people we look up to and DM.
Mm.
Like we shoot so many DMs that you guys have no idea about.
Yeah.
99% of them get completely ignored. I don't think we've ever been told no if they actually respond. It's always yes.
Yeah, but for the most part, they just don't
respond. Exactly. And so I would say that's mostly the way that it is and email. Email, we've reached out through email several times. That way, and then also just like, I would say putting yourself in situations or capitalizing on situations that you're in will help you with future guests, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So by that I mean, and this is just in business and in life in general, like we had the opportunity to film with Dalton, which he is a connect to a big group of guys who we look up to and would love to get on the podcast. If we were to have done a poor job interviewing him, or if we made him look bad on the episode, or, if we didn't do our homework and get good questions, he probably would have relayed to Spencer or to anyone else, don't work with this guy.
Right.
But we've had good connections with everybody, and they've been like, they will refer us to anybody, like Matt Wernig has helped us. That's 50 Days, 50 States. He's helped us find other guests as well. Another thing is we got a new thumbnail guy. So if you guys see our thumbnails, they look a little bit different now, which is great. I think we're just evolving and everything, which is great. But like he, for example, he does thumbnails for other YouTubers, and we'd love to work with him as well. So it really depends on the guest. It changes every single guest. For example, Cody Moak tomorrow. Cody Moak is an NFL player, and it's just random sometimes. This girl that went to my high school, friends with my sisters, ended up marrying this NFL player from Hankinson, North Dakota. And so it's just, we reached out and they're open to it.
And a lot of times it's, we know somebody that knows somebody.
Yeah,
and that's where it goes.
Yep. And then eventually, hopefully, you don't want to say clout, but that kind of a thing will
grow.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah.
And it will.
The larger we get.
the larger we get, the bigger guests we'll get on.
Yeah.
Hopefully, anyways. As long as we stay true to what we're doing, and Anyway, the next question that we have is, what is your favorite part about podcasting?
Ooh, favorite part? Honestly,
Aiden could talk about his least favorite parts. No, what's your
least favorite part? Setting up and taking down when you don't even film.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Or,
like what we just did.
Yeah.
But
3 times.
no, honestly, the different sets, meeting all the different people is great, but all the different sets is so cool. like going to the Cormorant pub, setting up for Spenny's. Like that just was so fun.
Yeah.
The setup of it, and then you have a great pod with Spenny, and he's a great dude. Just like meeting all these different connections and all these people, and quote unquote doing it as a job, but we don't treat it as a job. We're having fun with it. You know, that's what I really like about the pod.
I think that's different than most podcasts too. Like I don't think very many other podcasts travel, and it's usually in a studio, you know.
Right.
So that is something that I enjoy too. Your arm is soaked.
Yeah, I know it is wet. Yours is too on this side.
Oh yeah, it's because it keeps dripping off. Sorry, I got distracted. I would say my favorite part about it probably would have to be the conversations that we have with these cool people that we get to meet, and being able to grow our network constantly. Also, a fun thing is that people are asking us to do speeches, which is fun.
Yes.
Most people would probably not think that's fun, you know, but I don't mind it, and I'm getting more comfortable, you know, talking about everything, and we've done a few together. Bruh.
That's crazy. The soundboard made a noise on our audio, and it went.
Can you take that towel off? Hopefully it's not wet.
That's wild. We've never had that happen before.
Next question is, how good of friends are you guys?
How good of friends?
On a scale from 1 to 10.
That's not what it said.
What would you say?
Right away, we were actually more like business partners, I would say.
Yeah.
Like everything was about the pod, and everything was like, how do we improve the pod? What's the next thing we need to do?
Let me give a brief summary. Morgan, my girlfriend, is dating Maya, his cousin. It was Maya's.
Pause.
Did I say that wrong?
Maya,
Okay.
his cousin.
Oh yeah, sorry. My girlfriend Morgan is dating Aiden's girlfriend. Every time I say this, I mess it up. My girlfriend Morgan is cousins with Maya. Aiden and Maya are dating. There we go. I did it right
Our
that time.
girlfriends are cousins.
And we were at a family event, or no, it was Maya's birthday last year, and we heard, oh, she's bringing her new boyfriend. I'm like, who is this dweeb gonna be? And we show up there or whatever, and it was a little over a year ago now, so it was not that long ago that we met. Like, we didn't grow up together. But we met there, and we talked about probably business. I do think we talked about business a little bit, and after that, it was like a month of just, are you shivering?
I'm a little cold.
Just a shivery guy.
Just a shivery guy for those of you who have seen that. I'm like a shivery guy. Like, I'm always shivering. I'm gonna be freaking cold, dude. Shivery guy. I'm just a shivery guy. That's all.
Anyway, it was like a month of us just like, you know, kind of talking, not really. And then he went to NASA, and then I came up with the idea for the podcast. And I knew that Aiden was like a business mindset guy. I didn't really think about how much work or how much of a business a podcast would be. But I'm glad that I picked you and that, and I can trust this guy. So, no, I would say right away, you're right. We weren't friends.
No,
and
we
then
were
business
more
partners. It was business partners and then friends.
Yep. And then once we moved into the shop, that's definitely when we've hung out a lot more. It's nice to just be like, it'll be 7 o'clock, and we'll be like, hey, you want to run to the shop and just talk about the pod? And most of the time when we're talking about the pod, it's just scootering around on a scooter, or playing basketball, or playing catch with the football. And that's just we've grown to become better friends for sure. I would even say you're my best friend.
Whoa. You guys hear that? You're probably top 10, I would say. Probably top 10.
Yeah,
top 15.
whatever. Whatever.
Now you're my best friend, homie.
Let's go.
Till we break,
I hope that doesn't sound cringe on the freaking pod.
Till this
Probably sounds
podcast
cringe.
breaks up in like a month.
Yeah, right. No, but
guys, we're not gay, all right? Guys, no offense. We're not gay.
No,
we've been getting those comments.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding.
Like, what?
I haven't seen any of them.
No,
Can
but
I put that in?
we have become. Yeah, I don't care.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't care. We've become better friends since we've gotten the shop, and we hang out every single day. But yeah.
All right, what was the weirdest or most unexpected story that a guest has told on the pod? We both know exactly which one this one is.
And I think it's okay to just talk about it.
Okay.
so you got it.
Okay, I got you. I would say it's unexpected. We had on.
Do not say that person.
Oh, okay.
I would just say we had somebody.
Okay, sorry. I'll bleep out the name.
Okay.
I'll bleep out the name. But anyways, we had this gentleman on, very nice guy. Still one of our friends to this day, but we had him on the show, and he kind of, he had an experience where he went through something that was illegal that we couldn't talk about on the podcast. But it was about a 30-minute or more, probably 45-minute story that involved drugs and police and all of that kind of stuff.
And being a drug dealer and doing things from his house.
Yeah, and not to say that, not to say he's a bad guy, but we just couldn't put that out.
We just couldn't put that on the podcast. Yeah. Another moment that I do want to touch on that you probably haven't thought about for a while is we had this one guest on, and we were a little fresh into this, so we didn't know how to transition things.
No idea where this is going.
No, you don't. And he went on and on and on about one story.
I remember
for
this.
legit an hour.
Yeah.
One story. And we couldn't put it all in, of course. But it was a whole hour.
Great guy, though.
Great dude.
Guy.
But we just didn't know how to transition it.
Yeah.
We didn't know how to stop it. And it was fine. That was fine. But that ended up being like a film for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we filmed for 2 hours, and it was about an hour-long pod. So we have gotten questions about how long do you guys film for? Usually we only cut about 10 minutes out max.
Yeah.
Usually 5 to 10 minutes out just because of grabbing a water or something like that. But that one, man, we had to chop it in half.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Huge thank you to Giant Snacks for sponsoring this week's episode.
From sunflower seeds, pistachios, pumpkin seeds, and cashews, Giants has all the great snacks you need.
Check out some of the great flavors that they offer, from sweet Thai chili all the way to their newest flavor, Taco Tuesday. Seriously, guys, it is the best. There's a reason why they're in every MLB dugout.
It's available online or in stores near you. Go check out their taco flavor. Thank you again, Giant Snacks, for being our main sponsor.
Let's get back to the podcast.
When you think about North Dakota State College of Science, don't think about college. Don't think about desks. Don't think about buildings. Don't think about our expert instructors or our high-tech classrooms. Think about that new pickup you'll soon be driving. Think about decorating your first apartment. Think about that great job that's already waiting for you. Then, think about how you'll be doing all of those things in just 2 years. North Dakota State College of Science, the smarter way to college.
Brushmark Science is a family-owned and operated business out of Detroit Lakes, Minnesota.
They are a one-stop shop for visual marketing.
Their designers can create logos, banners, indoor and outdoor signs,
digital message boards, decals, and apparel,
as well as promotional items, window tinting, and more, and they ship nationwide. So if you're interested,
give them a call at
218-847-3599
or visit brushmarksigns.com.
Seriously, you guys, Brushmarks hooked it up. They came and installed these signs today, so super thankful for Brushmarks. You guys got to check them out if you have any sign needs. Now let's get back to the podcast. What's something that keeps you guys going every day? And I think that has to do with business. And I know who asked this question. I know it has to do with business and just like day to day. What keeps you going on the podcast and your business?
My girlfriend.
Bruh.
I'm actually serious.
This guy's a simp.
I am not
dude.
being a simp, but it's the woman behind the man.
All right, dude.
I'm serious.
Okay. Do you want to elaborate?
I can elaborate, yeah.
Go ahead a little bit.
Well, it's just like I am super, super busy as I am right now doing the pod. I'm starting another business on top of that, and I am able to go back to her, and we can talk about things together. She's my rock, and she gives me motivated to be able to do it again the next day and keep going, because it's a grind, and we're working. I don't count my hours, but a lot of hours every week, more than 40,
yeah.
And I'm able to also, I'm not going to specifically name tasks, but I'm able to just let go of some tasks, and she chooses to take them
like
on.
household stuff.
Yeah, household stuff, and she takes them on, and I really, really appreciate that. But that way I'm able to focus on my business more.
Yeah.
That's where I was going with that.
I was gonna say now if I say something else, Morgan's gonna be pissed, but she probably won't see it anyway.
She probably won't.
She probably won't. What keeps me going every day? Probably just seeing what we could be, like looking at our future self and the opportunities that we've gotten already in the first 8 months and seeing what we could do in the next 5 years, 5 years seems like a long time, but we've almost been doing this for a year now, which it doesn't feel like it, So I would say just looking at my future self, it's kind of a cringy thing, but not letting your future self down, And also, like day to day, being at the shop, I think is something I've always dreamed of. Like that's our own space where we can go hang out, do whatever we want, work, and I don't mind just hanging out there either. And so, and then in my mind also, I'm like, I'm here, I might as well work. So like, I don't know, just a balance of like it's the life that I've always wanted. And so that's also kind of what keeps me going day to day as well, I would say. We got 2 questions left. The next one is, do you guys live together?
No, we do not.
We do not. Don't mention it.
If somebody asks, do we see ourselves living with each other? I don't know yet, just because we have the shop together. So if we had the shop together and lived together, I think that'd be a lot of Aiden and Jack.
Yeah. And then the last one is favorite podcast so far.
I got 2.
There's so many. That's so tough because are you talking about the favorite guest, your favorite interview, your favorite moment?
Right. It is
your
tough.
favorite set?
It is tough. It is
like,
tough.
There's so many things.
Let's split it up. Let's
Your
split it
favorite-
up. I'll ask you. I'll ask you. Okay. Favorite set. Go.
Favorite set. Honestly, Spencer's was pretty dope.
Yep.
Spencer's was dope. The outside one was cool, but it was bad lighting.
Now, favorite guest.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably Spencer as well. Just probably some recency bias in there. If I went back and started listening to some of them,
Right.
it might be a little different. But I would probably say Spencer too for now.
Pretty good.
Dude, Graham.
Oh, Graham.
Yeah, what am I thinking? Not my favorite set. That set sucked. Hotel room, horrible.
Yeah.
We had some
That's-
different lenses at the time, and so we couldn't actually fit ourselves in the freaking shot.
Yeah.
But definitely Graham, not just because of the interview itself, but because that led to the concert, which now is going to lead to Nashville, and like
Right.
it's just a chain reaction. I would say that was probably.
And
my
he was a
favorite.
great dude.
Yeah, great dude. That is probably one of the biggest, kind of like breaks you through moment, if that makes sense. Like it gave us insane opportunities. So I would say that would probably be my favorite. What's your favorite set?
My favorite set and like talking to the person behind the scenes was probably Donnie Schatz, just because like seeing what he had, and not saying that we will get there and not saying I will or anything like that, but it's just so cool to see that people are there and people have those things. Like he has his own jet and he's got his own space for it. Most people don't have that, but it was just awesome to be able to interview him. And that set was so cool in front of a jet.
Yep.
That was awesome. Favorite guest, probably most recently, I think Spenny's is up there. He just brought a lot of energy.
Yeah.
He just brought a lot of energy.
And
That's
like
why
positivity
I enjoyed that.
too.
Yep. But
Those are the best. I mean,
those are the
some guests don't, some guests do, but also some maybe are having a bad day or didn't get much sleep. You never really know because we aren't 100% every podcast episode either.
right. No.
So it really can just
We were
depend.
actually talking about that the other day. Sometimes Jack's dead on super good. Sometimes I'm dead on super good. It just varies. And, like, no matter how much we try and put, sometimes you just have an off day.
Yeah.
Or it's not your best, you know.
Okay, let's do our games.
All right.
Aiden
you
and I-
first or me?
I'll go first. Aiden and I prepared a couple of games to play, and they have to do with the lake or whatever we would.
Summer. They have to do with
I would
summer.
say summer. Yep, they have to do with summer, and so
And we don't know what the other person's game is.
exactly. And we're gonna start doing some more stuff like this all the time in all of our videos. So my first game is called Lake Activity Draft, and you're probably thinking, what does that mean? Basically, if you've ever seen let's do like the NBA draft or a fantasy football draft, you have to draft what your favorite things are to do. And then whoever has the better team or the better list wins. So we're each going to pick 5 things that you do in the summertime.
Okay.
And then whoever has the better list wins. And then the fans will vote in the comments. The viewers will vote in the comments who they think is better. Who they think
I think I
has the better
understand.
list. Yeah.
Okay.
So like for example, let's do cereal. Let's do cereal as a warm-up because cereal is an easy one.
Yep.
So I'll go first.
And you just take the different items?
Yep. So like
I got you. No, I know how to do it. I know how to do it. I've seen them.
I want to do cereal too for fun.
Oh, okay.
Number 1, my first cereal, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That's my number 1 draft pick.
Okay.
So now you can't pick it.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay.
This is hard because you already prepared for the summer stuff.
Oh, I'm really not.
Oh, okay.
There's no.
Okay.
That's a different game.
I would say my first for cereal is Fruit Loops.
Bro, that's a crazy number 1 overall
I love
pick.
Fruit Loops, man.
I would say that's a crazy number 1 pick. Number 2, Cocoa Pebbles.
Nah, those get soggy, boy. Frosted Flakes.
Okay, that's not horrible. Not quite second round. I wouldn't take him second round.
I wouldn't take Cocoa Pebbles at all. So
Really?
No.
Lucky Charms at 3. Stop playing.
Lucky Charms.
Lucky Charms at 3.
Ooh, ready for this?
Yeah.
I don't think you're ready.
This guy, dude.
Captain Crunch
Berries.
berries.
Okay.
Yes,
Dude.
that should have been my 1.
That's a
I'm
mid
glad I
cereal,
got it.
bro.
No,
That is a mid
it's
cereal. Are you serious?
no, it is not.
You ever heard of Crave?
Yeah,
That's my number 4.
that is pretty good. I
Crave
like that.
is no
That's a
one,
good
dude.
pick. That's a good
Underrated.
pick.
I think
That
that's
is
underrated.
underrated.
Yeah. Okay, that's 4. So you're on your 4th pick.
Fruity Pebbles.
Okay. I was gonna pick that at 5, so that's a good pick. Another one that's like not like a staple growing up, but Oreo O's.
Yeah, I remember.
I like
those.
Oreo O's. I'll take that at 5. That's my list. That's my list. I'm
So I have
sticking
one
to
more?
it. You got one more.
Jeez.
Okay.
Raisin Crunch.
What is it?
Raisin
Bran.
Bran Crunch.
Are you a grandma?
It's
Do you have
good.
dentures? What is
It's
going
good.
on?
It's
That's
good.
actually wild.
No,
bro.
the crunch. Not Raisin Bran is bad, but like Raisin Bran Crunch.
It's disgusting.
No, it's good. It's good. All right.
Okay, well, I'll let you
Who
guys
had the
vote.
better-
Yeah, whatever. You
Who
guys
had the better
vote.
list?
Yeah. Who would you take, Landon, between our lists? Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ready?
Okay, so we'll do lake activities. We'll do 4 picks.
Okay.
You can go first since I did the cereal
I go first?
Yep.
And it has to be like specifically an activity.
Lake cabin / on
Okay,
the lake.
all right.
Quit shivering, bro.
Sorry, I shiver. I'm just a shivery guy. Surfing. 1.
Okay. I don't
Wake
think I can
surfing.
top that. I would just say riding on the pontoon,
Boating.
boating.
All right. I think jet skiing is going to be a different one. So jet skiing, I take
That's
that at
tough,
2.
dude. That's a good pick. That's tough. Ooh, I'm gonna say hanging out at the sandbar.
At the sandbar?
Yeah,
Okay.
drinking some brew. I mean, hanging out at the sandbar.
All right, hanging out with the sandbar. That's a good pick.
This is gonna be tight because
Bonfire with the friends.
Oh my gosh, bro! With the s'mores, I'm getting cooked right now. I think. I got sandbar and boating. Actually, that's not bad.
Not better than mine, though.
Can I do like lawn games, like bean bags,
Like spike ball or something?
bean bag, spike ball, that kind of
Lawn
stuff?
games?
Yeah,
All right.
but like that sounds lame. So just think about bean bags specifically.
Just say bags.
yeah, bags. We'll do bags.
Okay.
Bags.
Okay.
Solid pick.
All right.
What are we thinking? I got one. What are we thinking, bro? We're missing one.
Podcasting on a boat?
No. Go ahead.
Okay. Swimming.
Okay, that is definitely an obvious one that we also missed.
Oh,
Fishing.
damn.
Fishing.
That's a good pick.
Okay, so now we're on.
That
pick-
might get some viewers.
Yeah.
So what
This
pick
is-
are we on? I think
I
I'm on
got-
5, and you're on 5 now.
5, 4, 3.
Kayaking.
What a lame pick that is.
Dude, kayaking with the unks, with the uncles
Tubing.
and the dads.
Game over. Tubing.
All right.
Game over.
Nah,
How
dude,
did
my
we pick
first
that?
3 picks
How do we
beat
pick
it
that?
all, dude.
Let's go through them again. What do you got?
I can't remember. I can't remember that.
All right, well pop up the list on
Yeah,
the screen.
pop up the list. Who?
Vote.
Yeah.
Go vote in the comments,
All right.
please, on who won. If you're on Apple or Spotify, go to YouTube, go to Instagram, and leave a comment. Whoever you thought had the better game,
All right.
or who had the better list.
Okay. My game. Ready for my game.
Yes, sir.
My game is similar.
We got rained on
All
for a
right.
bit there in the beginning.
Here we go. I'm doing something super similar for your game.
Okay.
A little bit different.
Kinda
It's
like
all
a
on
draft.
you. Okay. Summer bracket. We are going to figure out
Oh,
what
yeah.
your favorite game is, or not game, favorite summer activity is. And I'm just going to ask you, and we have 8, and then, it's actually 16.
Okay.
And then it's going to narrow it down. Then you're going to narrow down to your favorite summer activity.
Okay.
Ready?
You guys comment below if you disagree with me.
Yeah. S'mores versus ice cream.
Damn. Dude, that's tough. Oh, I think just for the fact that it's s'mores, I feel like s'mores is like a lake staple. Ice
S'mores?
cream, you can have it anywhere. I'm going to go s'mores. Just because ice cream, you can have it anywhere. I have to back myself up so that these guys don't get mad at me.
Grilling versus Zorbas.
Zorbas.
All right.
Oh, that's tough.
Zorbas
No,
is
take
our...
it back. Grilling. I take it
Really?
back. Yeah. I do like Zorbas, but we don't have one near our cabin. So we are always grilling. And
Zorbas is our local pizza
bar
place.
and restaurant. You guys, if you know the Sea Boys, you know Zorbas.
All right, ready? You'll get this one. I know what you're going to say. Lake day versus pool day.
Lake day. For sure.
Spike ball versus cornhole.
Bags, bro.
Or bags.
Oh, that's tough. Personally, if I had a good group of friends, I would pick spike ball, but most of the time, it's not a good group of athletic friends that enjoy it. Not necessarily athletic, but no one really enjoys it unless you're good at it. I'm going to say bags.
Bags.
For that reason, I'm out. For that reason, bags, dude.
We Fest or the fair?
Oh, I don't like either. Whichever one's going out. I just am not a big fan of country music, but I think the vibes of WeFest are more fun than oh, actually, dude, that's tough. I like going home and going to bed. I don't like camping. For that reason, the fair. People are going to get mad.
The fair over WeFest. I didn't
People are going to get mad. Nah, I take it back. WeFest.
Dude, you're making me type.
Sorry, I take it back. No, way bigger artists. They're basically the same exact thing. I don't go on the ride, so it's basically the same
All right, ready?
thing. Yep.
Bonfire or fireworks?
Bonfire. Fireworks are fun, but you can't freaking beat a bonfire at a lake.
Tubing or surfing?
Even though I'm a newbie, I'm taking surfing. I like pulling. I don't like being on the tube.
Golf or pickleball?
Golf. Oh, hold on a second.
I customize it to you, boy.
Oh, that's tough. Is this just summer activities or
Yeah.
lake? Okay, summer. Okay. Ooh, that's 50-50 for me right now. If you would have asked me last year, golf, but I really like pickleball. Dang, dude. Golf probably still. Overall, I'd say golf.
All right.
But I do love me some
Now we have to
pickleball.
narrow it down more.
Yep.
So it's making round two. Round two. S'mores or grilling?
Dang, do I get to pick what we're grilling? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it grilling overall?
Well, grilling anything.
Quit shivering, bro.
I can't control it.
You gotta breathe. You gotta breathe. Ready? Do it with me. Right into the mic. I love it. Grilling.
All right.
I'm surprised you didn't have fishing on there.
Lake day versus cornhole.
Lake day.
WeFest versus bonfire.
Probably WeFest. Over a really solid bonfire versus a trash WeFest, I'd take bonfire, but I think I gotta do WeFest.
And surfing versus golf.
Golf. Have to. Just because I'm not a big surfer yet.
That's crazy, yeah. All right.
If I had a wakeboard boat, or a wake boat or whatever, I would pick surfing.
Final four. Grilling versus lake day.
Lake day. Dude, I think we got a winner, dude.
You
I'm not
already
gonna
know what
lie.
it's gonna be?
I think I do.
WeFest versus golf.
Golf.
All right, that leaves us with lake day or golf.
Is there any spins to it, or is it as simple as lake day versus
It's as
golf?
simple as that.
Lake day. That's a dub.
The number one
Activity. Summer activity
for Jack
is a lake
is
day.
a lake day. Just a good lake day.
Would you say you would pretty much agree?
I
for
was
the most
pretty
part?
close for a lot of those, yeah.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys would disagree with me on anything on that. I think
Yeah.
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's good.
When it comes to quality meats, trust the experts at All Sauger Meats. Family owned and operated with locations in Ottoman, Fargo, and now open in Breckenridge.
From hand-cut steaks to in-house made sausage, fresh seafood to smoked bacon, they have everything you need to elevate your meals.
They're open 7 days a week in Breckenridge, so stop in whenever you need. Plus, check out our meat bundle packages and our bulk beef orders for unbeaten value.
Visit allsaugermeats.com or stop into your local All Sauger store and experience the difference in every bite.
All Sauger Meats, your trusted source for quality and freshness. Thank you, All Sauger Meats.
Need a smarter way to manage your business IT?
Digital Guru's Desktop as a Service gives you a secure access to your desktop, files, and apps from anywhere.
No more expensive servers or security worries. Windows, Office 365, email, and more is stored safely in the cloud, keeping your data protected and your team connected on any device. Take control of your IT today.
Click the link in our description to visit digitalguru.com to get started now. Thank you so much, Digital Guru, for hooking it up with these microphones.
Enjoy our next ad.
Discover Woods and Irons in Wapaton, North Dakota, your ultimate golf destination. With a family-friendly environment 6 days a week, it's the perfect spot for golfers of all ages. Adults can kick back with a drink from the driftwood, and if you're hungry, pizza is just one order away. Hours may vary during the summertime, so to check for availability for our bait, go to our website.
Whether you're sharpening your skills or just having some fun with your friends, Woods and Irons is the place to be.
Book your bait today. Thank you, Woods and Irons. All right, so we got a game. It's called Sink or Swim. If you get less than 6 out of 10, I'm going to say 6 or less, you have to jump in. They're very simple. They're very simple, okay?
And then what are they, just random questions?
Lake questions.
Lake
They're related to the
questions.
lake.
Okay.
All right. Or
Jeez.
lakes in general.
And then if I get them, you have to jump in.
Oh, honestly, that's a tough one. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair. Do we have to go head under?
Yes. That was
Okay.
a dumb question.
All
Jack's
right.
going to plug his
Shake on
nose
it.
too when he
Shake on
jumps
it.
in, I bet.
But no getting mad about the questions.
All right.
Okay, deal. Okay. So 7 out of 10 or better,
You
I have
said-
to jump in.
Okay, yep.
6 out of 10 or less, you have to jump in.
'Kay.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Which U.S. state has the most natural lakes? Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, or Alaska?
Minnesota?
0 for 1. Let's go. That's a good start, boys.
What's a natural? Oh, like
Just a
from the
lake.
earth.
Just a what? Yeah, that's a clip. Yo, what? You think I ask
What the
stupid
hell does
questions?
that mean?
Just a lake. How many lakes?
Most?
Alaska. Alaska has more lakes
It has more
than
than
Minnesota.
over 10,000?
Yes. You want to fact check that? While he's doing that, let's do number 2. Which is not a real lake name? Lake Disappointment, Lake Charga 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 Haba Haja Kaja Gaba Jabba Jabba Mog, Lake Slap a Fish, or Lake Tikita?
Lake slap a fish.
That's correct. That is the one that is not real. I told you.
Damn, okay.
Alaska.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so you're
1 for 2.
1 for 2. How many hot dogs are eaten in the U.S. on July 4th? 50 million,
These are dumb questions.
70 million, 150 million, or 200 million? Quit looking at
I'm
my
not looking.
computer.
70 million.
0 for 3. No, 1 for 3. 1 for 3. It's 150 million. You should know that.
That is not a normal thing to know. Micah would know that.
Yeah, you would. Okay, which water activity causes the most phone losses on average? Jet skiing, paddleboarding?
Paddleboarding.
No, bro. No, jet skiing. Jet skiing.
See,
2 for
these
4.
are not simple questions.
These are
You did
very
not
simple.
know these.
I,
No,
you
you did
serious?
not.
Think
There
about
is
it, bro.
no
You're
way.
whipping around on a jet ski.
Yeah, but like
You're
that's
paddleboarding.
just like
It's so nice.
these are
and
not like
light
common
and-
things to know though.
This is common sense.
No. This is
Or-
not-
This is common sense. All right.
I'm
this one
done.
especially. No,
I'm
you're not. You only got 2 wrong.
Yeah. Oh, so I need 2 more wrong to be able
Yeah.
to. Okay.
This one is common sense. What state banned water balloon fights in 1989? Indiana, Utah, Kansas, or Idaho?
Yeah, that's common sense.
Yeah, I'll say them again. Indiana, Utah, Kansas, or Idaho?
Indiana.
It was Utah.
I am mad at
1
these
for 5.
questions. I know you said I can't be mad at the questions, but I
Wait,
am
let's
mad at
see
the
here.
questions.
0 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3, 1 for 4, 1 for 5.
I'm 1 for 5 right now?
Yeah. So technically you have to jump in the
I
lake.
thought I had 1 for 4, but okay.
You have to jump in the lake now.
Yeah,
but,
whatever, keep
but
going.
let's say this. If you get the next 4 right, you don't have to.
I'm not gonna, so
Okay, you ready? What is the best selling sunscreen brand in the US? Banana Boat, Sunburn, Neutrogena.
Neutrogena.
That-
I don't even
That's
know
right.
some.
It's Neutrogena. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. All right. There you go. You got to get the next 4 right in order to not jump in.
No, now I'm 2 for 5.
Well, no, you're 2 for 6.
Oh, okay.
Which fish is not real? Blobfish, toadfish, sheephead, or gobberfish?
Goober.
Yes, that's correct. That is correct. He's got 2 more. JK, 3 more. 3 more. You have to get the next 3 right. Which state has the world's largest water park? This should be easy.
Wisconsin.
No, this should be easy. Florida, California, Texas, or Nevada? Bless you. This
Why should
be
that be
easy.
easy? That's a
Do
common
you get the
known
hint?
thing.
This should be easy. The world's largest water park.
Texas.
Yes. Because everything's bigger in Texas,
got you,
bro.
I got
Okay,
you.
there you go. Okay, 2 more. If you get these right, you don't have to jump in. If you get 1 wrong, you're going in. Which state has the... Oh, I just asked that. What is the record for the most marshmallows caught in the mouth while tubing? 16, 22, 29, or 31? You got a 1 in 4 chance.
They're all odd. Like, I want to pick, like, the weird number, but I'm going to say 29.
Which one are you going to say?
31.
Which one are you going to say?
16.
It was 22.
Oh.
Well, it looks like you're jumping in, but we'll give you this last one just for fun.
It's not even deep enough to jump.
Well, good thing we got the neighbor's dog. Which summer fact is completely fake? Is there a national jump? We have a national jump in the lake day. Watermelon can explode in the sun. July is anti-boredom month. And ice cream was once considered sinful. Which one's fake?
Oh, the second one.
Watermelon?
Yeah.
No, that is true. It can explode in the sun. So honestly, I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt.
You suck.
I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I can't, man. You gotta jump in.
Yeah,
I'm sorry
okay.
to say it.
We'll
'Kay,
do it after.
Sounds good. Dude, those are great games. Those are fun.
Yeah,
those are fun.
They were fun. It's good that we didn't know what each other were gonna have.
Yeah,
too.
we should start doing that more often.
For
Start
sure.
bringing stuff in. And we're gonna start doing some other fun, random videos for you guys to enjoy as well. One thing that I do want to talk about, we mentioned we were gonna go into our speeches a little bit later. We should talk a little bit about June 25th at 8 a.m. at the Prairie Den in Fargo, North Dakota. We are gonna be speaking, Aiden and I, on our personal businesses and on the podcast. We're gonna share lessons that we learned in the last year of business and our advice for people that also want to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
And more, of course. There's
Yeah.
other speakers, but
So for those of you who don't know or who are new to watching us, we don't only have a podcast, we have 2 separate businesses. I have a construction business and Jack has a detailing business. So we're going to be talking a lot about that and then just kind of about being an entrepreneur in general. And
there's a Q&A session, so people are going to be able to ask questions and then give us advice as well. It's not just going to be us preaching. It's going to be, they're going to be able to talk to us about what they think we can do to improve. So if you guys are around the Fargo, North Dakota area, you guys should definitely come by. It's going to be a fun morning. Otherwise, we did some speeches previously. We've talked with a previous teacher of mine had asked us to come and speak to a class. It's just so much fun, honestly.
is.
Like just being able to share the small amount that we do know. And
Yeah.
you know, some people would look at us like, what would you have to say to someone if I came up to you and said, "What do you know? You don't have anything to talk about."
Right.
Like, what experience do you have? What would you say?
what would I say?
Yeah, because that's what I think a lot of people could think about us.
Oh, like why would somebody want to come watch us?
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, we're doing it. That's one thing. It's the hardest part about entrepreneurship, and this is with literally anyone trying to start their own business, is the start. And we've done that. We've started. Now, do we have some Fortune 500 business right now? No.
Yeah.
Are we rolling in hundreds of $1,000s a year? No. But we're starting, and we're very motivated, and we can hopefully motivate others to start their own business
Sure.
too and be an entrepreneur.
And to show, I would add on to there that you don't have to be 25.
Exactly.
And a lot of it, a lot of what I'm going to talk about is like your network and being appreciative of people that help you. Like those are
Yeah.
like my two main things, and I won't preach to our viewers about it right now. But if you do want me to talk about it, or if you want to listen, come to that event on June 25th.
Yeah.
But yeah, once again, like if you guys see us out in public, come say what up. We like to
Yeah,
talk.
we
We
do,
like
we
to
do, for
chat.
sure.
Like to talk to people. Have you had any experiences without me there, where people have come up and talked about the pod?
There's family, friends, and then there's sometimes like guy at NDSCS that I like to talk to about it.
Yeah.
You know, every once in a while, but
Or comments?
oh yeah,
Lots of
there's
comments,
a lot of the times
DMs.
too. I'm talking to people and then they're like, "Hey, I've seen actually every single one," and it's like, "Really? That's awesome."
Yeah.
So that is awesome. We don't realize how many loyal fans we have,
Yeah.
and
I would
we
agree
do
with
really
that.
appreciate you guys. And feel free to message us because we don't know how many are watching. Sometimes it's tough because just because it has a number on it doesn't mean you guys watch it all the way through. But we know we have some loyal fans, and we really appreciate you guys.
This was fun.
This was
First
fun.
podcast we've done on a boat,
Yeah.
and probably the last one outside for a while because this sucks, man. I mean,
We went through a lot.
yeah, 2 trips to Alexandria. Oh, damn! I thought you had a fish, bro.
No.
Dang, I thought you had a
hit it.
fish. Okay, anyways, yeah. Honestly, we love doing these internals. They are fun to do. But yeah, we'll have guests for the next few weeks here, and we might have some behind the scenes videos coming out soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned in. Comment down below. Do you like the internals? Do you like the videos? Do you like the podcast guest interviews that we've done for the last 8 months? What do you guys like the most? And make sure you guys subscribe, hit like, leave a comment down below, and if there's anything you guys want us to talk about, let us know. Thank you once again to our sponsors, and it's starting to come down again. It's starting to pick up. There's a ton of water falling down, so we're gonna talk to you guys later.
Yeah. Peace.
Peace.